dark in here. It's better. A little better.
Yeah, what's this one?
I printed out, that's because it had some dates on there, different dress down days and spirit days and stuff. It's crazy.
You don't have I Googled that. Everybody's got it.
I have it pulled up on my computer. Oh, it's recording already.
It doesn't seem like they're going to do one in Columbus on that Saturday or Sunday, I mean. So what do you think about asking Amy to come up here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I was just trying to think of like other speakers. I mean, I originally was thinking it would be better to have somebody outside of Beachbody to be more of like a motivational kind of like life lesson thing, but we seem to be hitting roadblocks with that, at least for this time.
Yeah. I think it's worth a shot, yeah. Craig says yes.
Craig said yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to think about some other, because I don't know. I was trying to think of some other ideas, and I was like, well, if they don't do one down there, I don't know. Maybe she could come up and share a little bit of her story.
Are you in that Facebook group that Joanne Gilgerson shared where what's her name, Tara Carr, went on and looked like they were trying to decide what to do?
Yeah, I felt like I didn't watch Tara's video, but yeah, I kind of got the impression that maybe they weren't going to have one.
Okay.
Or that there was going to be one like at another time, but not necessarily on a super Saturday date.
Okay. Well, I think that would be a good option. And then if she can't, I think one or two of us better just be prepared to get up there and share a little bit of our story. You know,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
break up the panel and do, a couple featured, and then maybe one or two more could add to the panel. I was gonna pull up the I'm gonna share my screen. So basically, I just want to kind of go through the timeline, and then I looked at some of the their PDFs that they have for how to host it and promote it. So I think that we do look pretty good in terms of the timeline if everything looks okay. Beth and Miss Eva said that she would be the check-in people. And then as long as everybody comes at 7:30 to help us sort of get the room set up. Tell me what you think about how the timeline looks in terms of like, basically leaving an hour-ish for each of the main areas, or even like 45 minutes with kind of like a 15-minute get up and move after each section. Does that logistically look okay?
Yeah, I think that the 9 o'clock, having the opening, because you're going to have, welcome them. That's going to take some time to do that. And then I'm assuming that'll take time. And then whoever speaks, whether it's one or a couple people, we could split that up. And then the recognition, let's see. Yeah, each person. And then the only thing that we might have to adjust is, like, depending on what happens in that 9 o'clock time frame, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, if Amy doesn't come and you're having coaches talk, then it doesn't really look a whole lot different than that 10 o'clock does. You know what I'm saying? if you don't have something separate, then we might have to do something in there. I don't know. That's the part that's the sticking point. Because it would have been better to have somebody that was not related to Beachbody. Otherwise, that's going to look just like the success story with the panel of coaches, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yep, yeah, for sure. Okay.
So that's where my sticking point is.
Well, let's ask Amy, and then maybe it would be more of a, an extended period of time with the coaches sitting up there. That would be the 9 o'clock to whatever hour.
Or can we think of some type of interactive type activity that we have people do related to like mindset or something? Like, can we break it up with something in there that they do? Like, I'm thinking of that one, I don't know, it might have been the last one that I was at, where Tara had everybody like do a live video on, and it was based around a certain topic, and she had everyone do it. Now, I'm not suggesting that particular activity, but like she had everybody in the audience do whatever the thing. And there was like another one where I was at too, where everybody had to do something, like turn and talk to someone next to them about something, or like, you know what I mean? I'm like wondering if there's something that we could do that would be like uplifting for people.
The 9 and 10 o'clocks.
Or
just
to break up some of the speakers, maybe you do it in between. I don't know. How long is the video from corporate? Do we know, like on average, how long those are?
Yeah.
I can't hear what he's saying. I can hear him talking about what he's saying.
Probably like maybe 10, 20 minutes. I don't remember. We haven't gotten it yet, basically.
I can't hear you now either.
My volume is all the way up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
We're supposed to be getting emails from them that have the stuff in it. We haven't gotten anything yet. And I'm just remembering about probably maybe 20 minutes at the most.
Okay.
Some of the things that they suggest are like having raffles and that sort of thing. So that is another space filler or an interim kind of thing that we could do. Craig actually went on and ordered he got a big Shakeology canister. He got a P90X3 hat. He got a Fixate cookbook. What is this? Oh, that was yours. A Pio aluminum water bottle and several like 3-day refresh shaker cups. So we could have kind of like a raffle, or we could do, an icebreaker, something to shoot those things out to people as a team building event if we wanted to.
You could do PD books too. That would be another easy giveaway.
Yep.
No one will answer the phone in the house but me, just so you know. It'll just ring.
We don't even know. We only have 16 tickets sold so far, so so what I was going to say is if Beth is going to be in charge of the Facebook page, that over the course of the next few weeks that we start building excitement on the Facebook page.
Did she make an event or a page?
Yeah, I think she made an event on the page is what she ended up doing. So
I wonder if it makes a difference to have a separate event than not related to a page. I don't know if that changes the reach or not. That's what I was asking.
it's a closed group.
Yeah, so we might have to do a separate event if we want to reach other people.
Okay, so events.
And we also, as a collective group, we also need to start inviting personally.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so that'll be the challenge. Okay, yeah, the group is supposed to be for past and current, people of our Super Saturday, so. Okay. So we need to brainstorm some team building kind of. Their page talked about like a team culture or a slogan that you want to have, like a theme for the day. We could consider something like, huh?
Hashtag of something.
Yeah. Like for the day. What's our theme going to be? And kind of if you look at what these coaches are sharing, break fear of sharing. Coaching as a new mom, finding yourself, the value of PD. So we can kind of brainstorm that. Oh. And then interlace the raffle kind of stuff in between.
The first thing that jumped in my head just looking at those titles was take control. I don't know, just my first thought.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Take control of what you can control, right?
Well, like all those have like a common theme of, taking, or I don't want to say overcome because I think that's a word that's used a lot, but it's more of like taking control of your life in all aspects. I don't know.
I think that could be. I think that could be our overarching theme. Take control. And Amy, even if she's the one that does to come and speak, I think her talk would definitely could be about that, taking control of her life, and her story would fit that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what I feel like. Whoever talks in the beginning, that has to be what they talk about, because you can't. Actually, I kind of like doing something like that, because then you give, whether it's Amy or one of us or two of us or whatever.
Yeah.
You take that and that's what you talk about starting over, and it's starting to begin with, and that's like the theme of the whole day, and then each person that's on the panel can refer to that within their topic so that there's continuity between what we're doing. And then I wonder though if we couldn't, like as an activity, say to them at some point, just like in between, say, okay, get out a piece of paper. On your piece of paper, write down one area of your life where you need to take back control. And they write it down, and then we can have them do something. We can have them do something with that. I don't know.
Go into the giveaways, so fill out your what you're going to take control of in your life, write it down, put it in our bucket. We'll draw names out, and those people can, they can even stand up if they want to and share what they're going to take control of, and they'll get a prize from that. That's a good idea. Okay. That would be a nice icebreaker in between. So
it might be a way to also advertise, so to speak, or share by saying that the theme of our day is going to be taking back control of your life, because that might appeal to coaches and non-coaches.
Yep. So that can be on our invitations, on our event page, that can be the theme, take control of your life. I like it. Awesome. See, when we just talk stuff out,
I know, well, this is actually really good because it's hard. I get wrapped up in the message. There's too many of them. And then I'm like, wait, I can't think. And I'm usually reading them on the fly. So this is good to have a structured time to really think just about this.
Yep. Okay. And that's a kind of recognition of rank. That can just be sort of in the transition, and then the panel of coaches. Again, we'll kind of see how the 9 o'clock hour rolls out, whether or not that's Amy or a couple of us.
Like I'm looking right now at like the panel, like Beth. So she's going to talk about the fear of sharing. Take control of your fears.
Yep.
Ashley talking about having being a new mom. Take control of.
You're busy.
Yeah, like take control of your schedule, maybe.
Yeah.
As a new mom. I know, I'm like, well, take control of your health, maybe. Mental, physical. Take control of your mental and physical health. Although, look at Maria's, though. Maybe that's, I mean, hers is take control of your emotions, maybe. Feelings and emotions.
Yeah, because you're going to talk about it in one way. She's going to talk about the PD.
Mm-hmm. Maybe put that in parentheses for her PD. And then put up in mine, maybe in parentheses, like, I forget what it said before, saying no, finding yourself again, kind of thing.
All right.
What about, Craig is doing all this. Doesn't he want to talk that day?
You'll be the MC.
Well, no, I think something. That would be fine. Yeah. I just think we need to hear it needs to come from a man, too. I mean, I think that's an important piece of it all.
Yeah, I think he can be the, why don't we let him be the MC? Why don't we let him be the voice that introduces the people and welcomes everybody and directs everybody where to go?
Okay.
Good point.
You get to be the bossy one. No.
Yeah, he's good at that. So I need to double check with Missy. We have these 3 ladies for the workout. Again, and I'll get with Allison. I think what we decided was Allison's the most knowledgeable on the Shakeology, and she can speak on it without having to study very much. I feel a little bit like you, like I'll sit next to her, and as long as that we delegate who's going to talk about what, I'll figure out how to share my part. But like Jen Hughes was clearly saying she would rather do the workout. Missy had a friend who could do the workout also, and these guys all are pretty much, with the exception of Missy's friend, who I think was size. Missy and Jen were both Turbo Fire Pio. So we decided Allison would wait till like the next one to do the workout piece. I just have to.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like I could do the next one too, you know?
Right. Yeah. There's plenty of you guys to go around, and we'll just spread it out.
You know, and we can also, there's no fear in, there's going to be some new programs that come out and stuff too. Cause then when those come, you do those, at Super Saturday too. So.
Right. So I got to hash out between Missy and see if her friend is going to come, and then decide where, because I don't know, we can do the Shakeology, 2 or 3 of us. It doesn't matter. I think we need about the 3 people to do the 15 minutes, and you said, or maybe 10 minutes with a couple minutes in between. It's got to go quickly. Like the details of that part makes me a little bit nervous. Like, but I don't know anything about being a live instructor, you know?
Well, I would say, to be honest with you, like, I don't, this is just my opinion, and I'll be curious to see what the other girls say. Since you're recording this, they'll have a chance to give their opinion, but I feel like I have felt like after the other Super Saturdays, after you sit and you get all that information and your brain is so full, I have a really hard time getting motivated to do the workout anyway. Because I'm just like, I mean, it's good to get up and move, but I'm also like, whoa, like my brain is like on fire. And I feel like the workout should be relatively short, because I also think there's a lot of people that leave because they've got to go. They've been there, they're busy, you know what I mean? So, I mean, even if you only did 2 parts of this, like, I don't know, like I'm thinking 15-minute workouts might be too long for those sections, because people, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like I said, let's weigh in with what the other girls think, but I'm thinking, like, I don't know how long like a turbo section is, but like I'm thinking like, I don't know, 1 or 2 of the turbos and maybe something, and then whatever size or PIO or whatever else. But like couple quick ones. I just feel like it should be, if you could do the workout in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. And I know that in the past when we've done like a mashup like that, and I think it's been Missy that's done it. It's either Missy or Allison, but one of them have taken, you send your music to them and they put them all together in one playlist. So it's like on one person's phone. So it's, you know what I mean? So they're all together. So there's really not a lot of transition time, really. Because we've done a few of these where I've done some, they've done some, and it ends up being one playlist on one person's phone, and then you just hook it to a Bluetooth speaker and you just go, boom, to the next one. So there doesn't need to be a long transition time. You literally, as long as it would take the next person to walk up there and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, that's how quick it is.
Okay. What else do we need to go over?
I had a thought about something a second ago. What was it? Wait, let me think. Oh, what if we got a giant piece of white paper? And you know how like at Summit, they had that board and it had the question at the top. I forget what the question was. Maybe it was something about like, what does being a coach mean to you or something? I don't know. But what if we, in thinking of our theme, what if we made it say like, I'm ready to take control of, or I need to take control of, or something with take control across the top. And we just had that paper posted somewhere in the room with markers, and at any point in time they go sign the wall. And then, you know, I just was thinking that would be a really cool thing to take a picture of, but then also to save, so that when we have the next one, we could pull it back out. And that might be like a time for people to share out. Okay, we haven't, because I don't think the next one's till September. So you could say, okay, what have you taken, you know, how's it go? I don't know. It just,
Awesome, Sherry.
I mean, I can get big white paper from school. That's easy to do. So
All right. Oh, he's saying that he found the video is usually about 45 minutes. That seems a lot. Does that seem right? 45 minutes?
well, I don't think they always showed the whole thing down at Columbus. I think they picked what they wanted to show, parts. So we'd have to watch it. I guess we'll have to wait for it to come in and then decide.
Okay.
But I remember that they would show a part of it, and then they would post the link for the video like in the Facebook page for people to watch the whole thing on their own.
Okay, that's true. Okay. And there's wiggle room. You know what I mean? We can always,
You could break it up.
yeah, and then tweak the schedule as we need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could also show like part of it in the beginning, and then you could show part of it like as a transition, like maybe if they need to use the bathroom or whatever, you can let it play while you take a quick break. You know, we could break it into parts if we needed to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Depends what's in it. You know, I mean, depends on what it's about.
Okay. Well, all right. I like it.
I can send a box to Amy. I
Okay.
know Missy's out of town, so
Okay.
I think she's in Florida. I saw pictures. But I can send a Vox to Amy and ask her if they are having it and how she feels about being able to come up here and speak and see what she says. And then if not, we'll just have one or two of us do that.
Yeah. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, maybe what I'll do to be a little less overwhelming is start an email list of like to-dos and like we can do some notes from today, like bullet points, and delegate it, make sure everybody knows what they're supposed to do and our theme and that sort of thing. Because I think the Facebook Messenger sometimes is overwhelming.
It is for me when it goes off so many times, and then I look at it and then I forget to answer.
Yeah. So I think the email, maybe then I can also attach the Zoom recording to an email too.
If you put it on YouTube, you can.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Okay, so what else did we need to maybe figure out? We're not doing a Shakeology bar. We talked about maybe offering Energize before the workout. Missy looks like she's gonna bring some Shakeology bites, so maybe we don't need Energize.
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, you're going to have primarily coaches there.
Yeah.
If they want it, they'll bring it.
Okay.
I like the idea of Missy's treats though, because that's stuff that people don't always try, and so I think that that's a good.
Okay.
That's a good thing, and her strawberry thing was really good.
I know. Yep. Okay. Craig has some things. Oh, music. Yeah. Music at the beginning.
Yep.
Upbeat music to get the meeting going.
Yep.
That's why people are coming in within 15 minutes.
Yep.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Maybe music during the transitions too.
Yep.
Like when I come to stage, I want there to be some big music. No, I'm just
No, that's a good idea.
I don't even know if there is a stage. What am I talking about? I want a stage too, and big lights. No.
Yes. Dancing like Shailene.
I'm not going to dance like Shailene. No. No. Everyone will leave.
Yeah. All right, what, honey? Oh, name tags for everybody. Craig's gonna do.
Okay.
I got everybody's name.
Okay.
We can email people too if they got like tickets or something.
Okay. All right. So banner, Sharice is gonna get that. She's getting it at school, and we'll post that.
Are there beach party banners?
Oh, like where do you think they get like the banners and stuff that people take pictures in front of? Is that like market council stuff? The beach body.
Oh, I don't know. I could ask Amy that too when I box her if you want me to.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
So maybe if Missy and her, I don't know who her friend is. I wish I knew if her friend was on our team. Like, who is Missy's friend?
Jen was the one that was the size certified.
I think she messaged me separately that maybe she let one go. But Missy was talking about a friend. I thought she said her name was Jessica. So again, I do think the workout piece we need to maybe keep to 2. I like that suggestion, and maybe just a mash of, Pio and Turbo Fire and anybody else can go, in the future.
Yeah, I would like maybe, someone that catches this recording just to weigh in on that, just to make sure they feel the same way. I just feel like by the end I'm done. So
I agree with you.
Could just be me, but
okay. Anything else? I'm gonna start an email communication. Anything else, Craig?
That's all I have. Looks like we're not gonna get the video until the week before.
He doesn't think we'll get the video until the week before.
that's okay. That's an easy adjustment. If we know we have it, we'll figure out how to fit it in and adjust the schedule as needed.
By April 5th. Okay.
That's
All right.
okay. And then We need to, I think the next big step then for everybody is to start inviting, obviously for our own teams, but then also to anybody outside of Beachbody. I think it's, just a reminder too, to invite people that are potential coaches, especially,
Yeah.
but also just people that could benefit from hearing what we were talking about.
Yep.
I gotta believe, and I think we gotta experiment a little bit with making an event, and maybe Beth wants to do this since she already did it the first time, but making an event, a Facebook event outside of that page so that it's a separate standalone event that we can then invite people to. But I also think, I think about having the event in the page, because the page is just for us doing this, right?
It's for people coming to the event, past and present members of our Super Saiyan.
Okay. And I think that that's important, but I think we need a separate, unless that event unless you can invite through that event. I don't know. We need to investigate that a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine the way it is and we don't need to do a separate event, but we need to post within that event little snippets leading up. How when we went to Sagi, they kept posting stuff, about what was coming and to generate excitement. We need to start doing that, on some type of schedule. Maybe it's once a week. I don't know how many weeks we have. Maybe twice a week.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So I'm kind of saying this here, and then I'm assuming Beth will watch this video. That might be a great thing for her to do since she started, but if she doesn't want to do it, that's fine. We just need to find someone to do it. So.
Okay. I think you can invite to an event, and you might even be able to put the link to the Facebook page in the event so people can connect back to the event where the ticket information is and that sort of thing. But yeah, I think that I think that's probably the way to go. At least it's worth a try. But it may just be that our personal invitations are the way that we have to go, with what we've experienced in the past.
I think that's true of any type of this thing. So.
Okay. All right. I feel like feel much better, like we're on the right track. And then in terms of the room and microphones and that sort of thing would be another thing I think we need to think about. We can obviously bring laptops. Is there a big screen in that room that we can project? HDMI cord? The technology piece is the only other thing I thought.
Yeah, I've never even seen the room because it's a new hotel. I haven't been there.
Okay.
Did Chris, did he give us a connection, a person there, or no? Do we have a name or no?
I've got one. I can contact with him.
Yeah.
I'll go visit Chris someday for lunch or something.
I was going to say, I'm sure that we could, go and see the room. I'm sure that's not an issue. I just couldn't remember if he had given us a name or not. But we could, we could easily do that. And Chris would probably love it if you take him go out to lunch or something. But
okay.
We could easily do that. At least get a hold of that person and ask them. I'm sure that all that stuff is there. I can't believe it wouldn't be, because part of that hotel is for this type of thing, for conferences and this thing. So I would be shocked if it wasn't available, all that stuff.
Okay. Okay, well, we're excited, team. Let's get this going. We're going to take control.
Yep, take control. All right.
Okay. So let us know about Amy. Everybody else weigh in about your thoughts about the workout after. Beth, taking care of the event and building excitement on that for the next few weeks. And look for an email. How's that?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.